the time I got out here, it's diminished a fair bit. It was like glowing, like it was on a, like what you see in the old days when people would have a furnace to get to do the horseshoe or something, to melt it, get it into a steak. I could belt the crap out of it to mold it into a shape. Yeah, wow, look at that, amazing. And it goes across. That's nowhere near as bad. And you see it was like pow. Beautiful, look at it. Amazing. Beauty for life.
Lifts remaining COVID restrictions once it reaches its 80% vaccine target. Unvaccinated residents will be locked out of stadiums and hospitality venues by December 17 in what's been described as a reward for the double jabbed.
Another step towards normality as the Sunshine State creeps towards its vaccination milestones.
People should be rewarded for what they have done so far, and I want to thank Queenslanders for everything they have done.
From December 17, or when the 80% double dose target is hit, remaining COVID restrictions will be lifted. Hospitality venues such as pubs, bars and restaurants will be freed from density limits, while weddings will no longer be subject to restrictions. The catch, all staff, patrons and guests must be double jabbed.
This is both a reward for the fully vaccinated and a precaution for when the borders open and we will see more cases in our community. And people deserve to know that they can go to these places and that they are safe.
The unvaccinated will also be locked out of entertainment venues and music festivals as they return to full capacity. The same goes for government-owned venues and stadiums, starting with the Brisbane Heat v Sydney Thunder Big Bash match at the Gabba on December 19.
People will need to be fully vaccinated if they want to enjoy the experience of the BBL matches, of one-day internationals, of the AFL and NRL as those seasons reopen.
Visits to aged care homes, hospitals and prisons will be off limits too, with the exception of end-of-life care, childbirth or emergency situations. Police have warned non-compliance won't be tolerated.
We do expect venues to please, when these changes come in, to display the vaccination rules. You know, ask for the evidence of vaccination. And if there is no evidence, they can obviously ask that person to leave. And if they refuse to leave, to call the police.
It's hoped the changes will encourage those yet to be inoculated to get their first dose as soon as possible.
It's not inoculation because inoculation stops you from getting something.
To go and start getting vaccinated, get your first vaccination, and so from the 17th of December, you'll be able to enjoy the same rewards as all of these other Queenslanders.
Queensland is due to reach its 80% single dose target in the next 24 hours, triggering an easing of mask restrictions in 11 LGAs. They'll no longer need to be worn in most indoor settings, such as schools, cafes, pubs, hairdressers and workplaces.
At the moment, we're in a lovely position where we've got no community transmission in Queensland, and this is about giving people a breather, so to speak.
Claire Todd-Hunter, Sky News.
It makes me sick what I do for this shitty planet.